Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the first pick a card reading that I do here, so I really appreciate all your support and the fact that you are actually interacting with me through this channel. This is why I decided to do this every Monday, to give you one card of the oracle, the one that you choose, so we can leave you a message. So what I would like you to do right now is to take a moment for yourself. Just place yourself in a comfortable position, relax, close your eyes, and take deep breaths. Try to connect with your feelings, with your soul, with the here and now, and just relax and think about these three options, the one that resonates the most. One, two, or three. So the first option for those who chose option number one, this card, this oracle card, it's called Fear. So this card talks about that actually it tells you that there's nothing wrong in wanting to go deep within yourself, or going deep into a situation or something that you somehow are suspicious about, or that somehow you feel like this need, like this inner suspicion, like you want to know more, or you want to go deeper, like what you see in the surface is not enough. So probably this fear talks more a bit about this fear of oneself, this fear of the self, um, or or what it makes difficult for you to be open to receiving, be open to new possibilities for you, seeing the things from, like, kind of like seeing the bigger picture, like in an holistic kind of way, um and at the same time seeing the truth, what lies beneath it all, the truth, your truth. um so so this is why the fear, this kind of fear comes, because when we choose to live in fear, it somehow is like the ruler of our own thoughts and emotions. So this is why sometimes it is what scares us the most, the loss of control. So sometimes you need to step back a bit, take your time to mix yourself with nature, with other options, with other visions, with just expand your mind, and also connect with your intuition, but not, don't let this fear to rule you, because sometimes going deep, it doesn't mean that if you go deep you will find something scary, or you will find something that will frighten you or will traumatize you. No, actually, in there sometimes there is the answer that you're looking for. So this is why you feel the need sometimes to go deeper. But sometimes there are people that really struggle with facing the truth about themselves. So this is why it is surrounded by this atmosphere of fear, because the possibility seems scary to them, to be like, oh, okay, but what's in there? What if I go too deep and I lost myself? What if I go too deep and I have to face myself with things that I do not want to. Sometimes this is what happens when I have sessions with my clients. Some people fear the tarot, some people fear counseling, some people fear therapy because they are afraid of finding themselves. So this is why you need to understand that there's always a bigger picture and that it doesn't have to be scary, that it doesn't have to be something horrific waiting for you in that depthness or in that profundity. So take your time and love yourself. I mean, appreciate the love that you have yourself, and also have a love for yourself in the fact that you have this need to go deep. So you do have this mentality of the seeker. You are seeking something. So feel proud of yourself that you have that itch, that you have that need, because it's there for a reason, and it's there to teach you that you can go through this, that you are capable of overcoming whatever comes up. So this is all I have for the ones that chose like the card number 1. Now let's move on to the card number 2. This card, it's called Feeling and Form. So this card of Feeling and Form actually talks about the challenge that you can face when you want to go deep, when your hidden soul wants to go deep, when you are already in this deep state, and it allows you to be creative and experiment also, and to experiment different situations. I think that what I see here is like a pattern in this tarot reading, that there's this need to go into the deep. I feel like this option is already in the deepness, but that you need to keep strengthening your vision. Like there's a part of you that just wants to be more creative, that you want to like do something with this deepness inside of you. You want to give it some kind of form. You want to build something out of it in order for it to make sense, because you know that this is important, that what lies in your depthness, it's an important information, it's an important material, and that it can also help others. So you need to make sense of this information somehow, to make something out of it. So at the same time, you want to be creative, you want to experiment with this, you want to create something, but you feel like probably you don't have the enough energy to go through a creative process. You are like, but what if I start something and then I want to quit, or I don't feel like motivated enough to come up with a result. So if you want to be like a channeler, if you want to channel some information, you need to submerge in that energy, because this comes from inspiration. Just inspire yourself, let your emotions flow, and you will be closer to the universe, because I think that probably your ideas are so expansive and are so like diverse that it's a bit confusing for you. Maybe if you want to grasp someone, and if you try to be rational, and if you try to like want to make like order it, or make sense of it, I think that it comes from the unconscious, so it's not easy for you to give it a form. But just explore it, just go beyond like give go through all the spaces, open new roads, open new paths, for in order for you to start this journey, because there's something in your heart that also wants to be expressed, and it wants to be expressed really bad. So you have to be receptive. to what you are actually coming to realize. There's a realization here. And also you can create great things. You just have to realize that you are doing the best you can with the situation that you're in. And sometimes inspiration, it's since it's so personal, it sometimes is so vague, and it's like you cannot reach it. But somehow it's like it's an important message that you are coming through, that you are encountering. So I think that definitely your soul wants to make some sense of this information that you're getting. This is why you connecting with your emotions is really important, because this doesn't come from the intellect. This doesn't come from the thinking mind. This comes from feeling. Allow yourself to be more receptive, to be a channel, to be a medium, because the answers are there. And also, it's a really fun process, so don't be afraid. So let's go with the third option. The option of the card that came out is resistance. So, actually, the resistance that it shows also, that I was talking about the two other options that talk about deepness, and sometimes that we fear to go within ourselves. So the resistance is also this, is trying to remain in control of what you're feeling, or sometimes your own unconscious, or your own thoughts. Sometimes maybe if you dream too much, your own dreamings are trying to tell you something. So probably if you want to, you cannot avoid pain. You cannot avoid, sometimes painful things happen, but you don't need to get attached to that feeling of pain. You don't need to get too comfortable with knowing what it's like to be fearful, because you have a calling to answer. You have a reason to move on, just like this sheep in this reading. Despite of the winds and the waves and everything that rocks the boat, or the ship, you need to move on. You need to move on. You cannot be distracted, because there's passion on the other side. There's passion, there's a strong will, there's a strong, there's like this feeling of freedom. So you have to be able to determine, or to be able to see what part of your life is the one that is having this resistance. Where is it coming from? And why is it so strong? So strong that it actually prevents you from maturing, and that it also drains your possibilities of finding well-being, finding love, finding affection, finding prosperity. You need to find a motivation. You need to find a way to defeat these fears, and also to surpass your limits, to be able to conquer this fear and just transcend your limits. Just go beyond. Don't stay curled up in a ball of where you are, feeling pity for yourself. Don't overprotect yourself. Don't hide from the reality. Because this is an obstacle that actually it prevents you from having an experience of feeling better about yourself, and you definitely need to feel better about yourself. you need to feel more passionate about yourself. You need to reconnect with those feelings. There's no need to stay stuck in this place of, oh, okay, if I don't move from here, I'm going to be okay. Because actually, you are just letting fear guide your life. So, this is a very important message. Be brave. Just open your heart and your soul. That's all you need. That's all you need for you in order for you to feel alive, because also there's a fear of feeling worn out, or there's a feeling of tiredness and feeling exhausted to always be fighting back. Because to be resistant to something is also to lose a lot of energy and a lot of potential that could probably lead you to a better experience in life. So it's like you're putting your passion, instead of like putting your passion into something that allows you to grow, you're putting your passion into refraining you from not moving on and staying stuck in one place. So you need to defeat that. You need to conquer that. So guys, this is all I have for the interactive. I hope that you enjoyed, and please let me know in the comment sections which card you got, which option, and if it resonated with you. And if it didn't resonate with you, please just leave it, just move on. If it doesn't resonate, this is why this is like in interactive, because if the message is not for you or you don't feel it that way, just move on. There's no need for you to feel like, oh, maybe it is, or maybe no. If it's not for you and you don't feel it, it's not. But if you do, please let me know, comments down below. I will be doing this kind of dynamics. I will be doing it each Monday, hopefully, at the start of the week, so you can all have these messages that are like the energies available for the week for you. So I'm still learning. I'm still adjusting a few technical kind of issues, because like I don't know the right format yet to carry this interpretation. But I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't. So thank you so much for being here with me. Bye.